So first up, we have 1.1. And we first have to figure out what deductive reasoning is exactly. And deductive reasoning, you've definitely used a lot in your life. It goes a lot like this. Let's say tomorrow it will either rain or snow, right? And so this is our first statement. This is what we call a premise, all right? And now we have another premise. And let's say it won't snow tomorrow. Now we have two premises. Premise number 1 says that it will either snow or rain tomorrow. And premise number 2 says it won't snow tomorrow. So therefore, it will rain tomorrow. This is super surface level stuff. So again, some definitions. These are our premises. And this is our conclusion. We can see that the first premise says these are the only two scenarios, right? Whereas in the second premise says that this scenario is not going to happen. Therefore, only the first scenario will happen. Now, if this was, it will either rain, snow, or neither, then our conclusion is not necessarily true, right? Because sure, we've ruled out snow, but it could be neither. It could be rain. So we do not have enough information to come to a conclusion. This is super basic, right? Now let's go into a more formal way of showing this. And we do that with variables. So let's let R represent it will snow tomorrow. And let's let R represent it will rain tomorrow. I don't know why it's but snow. Let's let S represent it will snow tomorrow. Now we can rewrite this premise conclusion, this deductive reasoning example here. We can represent it as R or S, right? And not S. Therefore, remember the 3 dots means therefore, R. We can see how this is saying it will rain tomorrow or it will snow tomorrow, which is the same as saying tomorrow it will either rain or snow, right? And it's not going to snow tomorrow. That's what, oh God, what did I do here? It will not rain. It will not snow tomorrow. This is what N, not S means. So we can see that these are the only two options. S is ruled out, therefore it has to be R. Now I'm going to introduce 3 connectives that will be very, very important moving forward. And this is a V, a wedge, and a little hook guy. These are our 3 logical connectives. And basically, whenever we write this, it means or. Whenever we write this, it means and. And whenever we write this, it means not. This is a negation sign. So now we can rewrite this one more time. We can say R or S, not S, therefore R. And just translating this to English, it will rain tomorrow or it will snow tomorrow. It is not going to snow tomorrow. Therefore, it will rain tomorrow. Let's look at this question. Analyze a logical form of the following statement. And the statement goes, we'll have either a reading assignment or homework problems, but we won't have both homework problems and a test. This question is taken straight out of the textbook, which I will provide a link to in the description. Now, the way we want to analyze these logical forms is by first making these premises into variables. So let's see. We'll either have a reading assignment. Okay, So let's let R represent we will have a reading assignment. And let's see, we also have homework problems. Okay, let's let H represent we will have homework problems. And lastly, we have a test. Okay, let's let T represent we have a test. Wonderful. Now we can represent our sentence. First, let's just write our sentence by plugging these guys in. So we have R or homework, but we won't have homework and T. And this means we won't both have. Maybe I should specify that we won't both have. Now we have to represent this using our logical connectives. Now, of course, the first one is really easy. We just have R or H. Remember, the V means or. And a but, it can be translated as and. For example, if we say, I like you, but I don't love you. That means I like you, but I don't, oh, that's confusing. Like, love. We can see how I like you, but I don't love you. Usually buts are used to negate the next statement in English. So essentially we can put but as and. And now this is a bit more tricky. We won't both have H and T. So H and T, so we can represent H and T like this, right? But this is not correct. I mean, this already makes no sense, H and H. But it says we won't both have H and T. We might have T, but if we have T, that means we can't have H. So the way we do this is by putting a not. So if we read this in English, we will have a reading assignment or we will have a homework assignment, and we won't both have a homework assignment and a test. Now, would you agree that that's exactly what our sentence says? We'll have either a reading assignment or homework problems, but we won't both have homework problems and a test. Obviously, this is phrased a little weirdly because it's in logical language. This is a skill we have to learn to be able to translate between the two. So we should be able to get back to this original sentence through just what we wrote down here. This is the biggest essence of the problem that you have to solve in lesson 1.1. If you can do this no problem, then you're in good shape and you're ready to move on.